Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Who, The Lie of the Land, and The Empress of Mars. Two episodes which, I don't know, don't really hit it for me. So let's talk about the Lies of the Land first. Um, this episode starts off interesting enough and kind of just peters out towards the end of it. So the monks have kind of psyched everybody out into thinking that they have always been healed. And it's this huge, like, propaganda thing. And if you don't believe the lie, you're kind of, you know, cast out or killed or something. And I think that's a really cool premise, you know? It kind of shows, like, you need to question authority because sometimes the government might be lying to you. It's a perfect episode for a libertarian like me. I like how the doctor has to ask Missy for help with the situation before, because he actually deals with the monks, and I like the whole thing about like what is free will and do humans really deserve free will? A lot of ethical questions here, and like Bill kind of being manipulated into shooting the doctor like 5 times just to show that he's not been brainwashed. That's uh, that's some heavy stuff, and I think Pearl Mackie does a great performance in this episode. So he has like this raw emotional engagement into it that I don't know, very impressive. I'm surprised he hasn't really had much of a career after this. Though I think he's been in like plays and stuff, but yeah, I really like the scenes with Missy, especially the scenes at the end of the episode, where she kind of like regrets all the wickedness she did. It's kind of a rare scene and something you don't really see coming, but Michelle Gomez, the way she plays it, feels so raw, and also like the whole time you're thinking, is she being for real, or is she just playing the doctor? And that kind of starts this story arc for the second half of the season, um, which I don't know. Michelle Gomez is my favorite version of the Master, and I think she does a great job in this one. How like the monks have all these statues of themselves, very like righteous, like they're gods, and they've always been here to protect humanity, to guide humanity. I think that's really, I don't know, it's a cool concept, but I just feel like um, the monks themselves are kind of a letdown because in parts 1 and 2, we're supposed to think the monks are like all powerful. They could influence anything. They could influence free will. They could control technology with their like simulation system. They could control nuclear weapons and turn people against each other. But in this episode, Bill kind of defeats them like pathetically easy with a photograph of a dead mum. Bill's dead mum saved the day. Like, really? Are you kidding me? Could have come up with something better than that, Toby. Which is real, because Toby Whithouse wrote some of the best episodes of the show, and then he writes this stinker. It's like they wrote the first 2 episodes, and then they just handed it off to him, and it's like, oh, you could just come up with an ending. It doesn't really matter. I don't know. I feel like the ending could have been a lot better. They kind of just stand by and watch themselves be defeated, like super easily. Um, so there's some good things in it, but also like I think the three-parter deserved a better conclusion than this. Move on to the Empress of Mars. This one reminds me a lot of like the Patrick Troughton episodes, not just because the Ice Warriors come back, who, like I've said many times, are not my favorite antagonist or creatures from the show, but I don't know. It has a vibe of a second Doctor episode, like a typical base under siege, with a slightly bigger budget and better effects. But this one kind of just plods along. So we have the evil soldier, the good soldier, then we have the evil Ice Royal and the good Ice Royal, and there's really nothing of note here. Like it just kind of by the basics, and I feel like that's a problem I have with a lot of Malkada's episodes, where he has an interesting pitch for an episode. Let's take soldiers from the 1800s and put them on the Mars with the Ice Royals. But he never really expands it to any meaningful way. and the characters kind of feel like cardboard cutouts, you know, besides the Doctor, Bill, Nardole, and Missy. Um, I kind of wish Missy was involved more. Missy and Nardole kind of like, Nardole gets stuck on Earth and he doesn't know how to pilot the TARDIS, so he takes Missy to help him get to Mars, but I kind of wish they were a little bit more involved in the story because I feel like these guest cast aren't really doing it for me. They're not really having a character. They're not really deep characters. You know, they're kind of two-dimensional in a way, especially the villain. He's like a little mustache trolling villain. But like I said, I thought the effects were decent. It was nice to see Alpha Centauri again, and it's nice to have a simple episode after the huge, like, three-part episode. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of these episodes below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.